Hello class. Today, Ty, Chris, and I, Leon, will be sharing information about the Truman Doctrine with you. So let's get started. On March 12, 1947, President Truman gave his famous address to Congress known as the Truman Doctrine. He established that the United States would provide political, military, and economic assistance to all democratic nations under threat from external or internal authoritarian minority forces. Specifically at the time, Greece and Turkey, who were under siege by communist rebels. The immediate cause of the speech was a recent announcement by the British government that, as of March 31st, it would no longer provide military and economic assistance to the Greek government in its civil war against the Greek Communist Party. Truman argued that the United States could no longer stand by and allow the forcible expansion of Soviet totalitarianism into three independent nations, because American national security now depended upon more than just the physical security of American territory.
In his speech, President Truman requested that Congress provide $400 million worth of aid to both the Greek and Turkish governments and support the dispatch of American, civilian, and military personnel and equipment to the region. The Truman Doctrine is similar to the Marshall Plan in that the Marshall Plan gave money to countries in Europe to rebuild their economies. This is basically what the Truman Doctrine does, except the U.S. only gave money to the countries so they can specifically fight off communism. It shows that President Truman and the U.S. wanted to stop the spread of communism around the world. This is important because it shows the tension between capitalist and communist countries and how the U.S. wants to preserve freedom around the world.
Some later effects of the Truman Doctrine include many conflicts during the Cold War era, such as the Korean and the Vietnam War. The Korean War was fought between the communists in the north and the U.S. troops in the south, which were put into the country without the consent from NATO. The Vietnam War was fought between the communists in the north and the U.S.-supported south. These conflicts reflect the ideals of the Truman Doctrine because they show the U.S.'s willingness to intervene communist expansion around the world. We hope this video helped you understand more about the Truman Doctrine and how it influenced U.S. international policy.